guys, welcome back to this week's Story Time with Tim. This week my guests are Custard and Arnold. They're our two oldest horses. They've been with us for a while and they're going to hang out today while I read from the Big Blue Book of Beginner books. You got a young kid at home who just learned how to read. This is what I started reading off of. I have the red one. I think there's a few versions and they've all got a few different stories in them. Today I will be reading from It's Not Easy Being a Bunny. But first, I've got some interesting facts about ponies. So ponies are not actually baby horses. It's not like a puppy is to a dog. Ponies are just a smaller type of horse. So these are the biggest these guys have ever gotten or ever will be. And so across pony breeds, they don't really get much bigger than this. And so pony is just a term for a small horse. There are over 200 breeds of pony. These guys are actually what you would call grade ponies, which is just another, like a nice way of saying a mutt. So we love them deeply, even though they're just our beautiful little grade ponies. Ponies tend to live longer than horses. So Arnold here is about in his mid-30s, and Custard is in his probably about 30. So these guys are pretty old for horses. They're excellent for new riders to learn on. That's why if you guys who are watching this, who have done some of our horse-based programs at camp, have probably ridden both of these guys when you were younger and newer at horse riding. And lastly, which was such an interesting fact for me to learn when I was getting used to horses, is that horses actually sleep standing up or laying down. It's because they actually have a special joint in their legs that they can just kind of lock when they're sleeping and standing, so it doesn't kind of feel like when you or I are just standing for a long period of time and our legs feel really sore. Alright, so as I said, we're reading It's Not Easy Being a Bunny by Marilyn Sadler, and it was illustrated by Roger Boland. PJ Funny Bunny was very sad. He did not like being a bunny. His mother made him eat cooked carrots every day. He had far too many brothers and sisters. And his ears were very big. One day, PJ decided to leave home. "I don't want to be a bunny anymore," said PJ. "I want to be a bear." And PJ went to live with the bears. But when the bears went to sleep for winter, PJ could not sleep at all. Living with the bears was not very exciting. So PJ said, "I don't want to be a bear. I want to be a bird." And PJ went to live with the birds. PJ liked being a bird until he tried to fly. So PJ said, "I don't want to be a bear or a bird. I want to be a beaver." And PJ went to live with the beavers. The beavers like to work very hard. PJ did not like to work at all. So PJ said, "I don't want to be a bear, a bird, or a beaver. I want to be a pig." And PJ went to live with the pigs. The only thing the pigs liked to do was sit in the mud. So PJ said, "I don't want to be a bear or a bird. I want to be a moose." And PJ went to live with the moose. But PJ could not make moose calls. So PJ said, "I don't want to be a bear, or a bird, or a beaver, or a pig, or a moose. I want to be a possum." And PJ went to live with the possums. The possums like to hang upside down. But hanging upside down gave PJ a headache. So PJ said, "I don't want to be a bear, or a bird, or a beaver, or a pig, or a moose, or a possum. I want to be a skunk." And PJ went to live with the skunks. It did not take very long to find out that he did not like living with the skunks. So PJ said, "I don't want to be a bear, or a bird, or a beaver, or a pig, or a moose, or a possum, or most of all, a skunk. What I really want to be is A bunny! So PJ hurried home. The funny bunnies were very happy to see him. PJ was very happy to see them. That night, PJ ate all of his cooked carrots and played with every one of his brothers and sisters. He was so happy to be a bunny again that he did not care that his ears were very big. At least everyone can see that I'm a bunny, PJ said. And not a bear, or a bird, or a beaver, or a pig, or a moose, or a possum, or a skunk. The end. Thanks for joining me this week, guys. I hope your summer is going amazingly. Have a nice week.